So the final series here to end all things and figure out who's going to be in the grand finals, who's going to be in the third place match. Remember, Cash and Hawk are waiting in the grand finals. Ter and Sheik are waiting for the third place match. The third place match will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. CET, and the grand finals will be after tomorrow on Thursday, 6 p.m. CET as well. So definitely space things out here a little bit more. I mean, obviously, it's pretty tough, to be honest, to do 2 tag team in a night. I'm very lucky that both Death Note and Lado decided to chip in as well, because I feel like solo cast would have been even tougher. But yeah, we've already been live for 6 hours and almost 40 minutes, so, and we still got 1 series to go. So yeah, we got Starshaped here starting in the top right hand side of the map. SyDe is on the bottom left. And it's going to be France versus Sweden here to end all things between those 2 teams. Starshaped opens with Demon Hunter. It feels like the Ancient of War is a little bit far, but I guess if you attack with the Archer, that's still, I mean, you're going to move the tree forward, and the creeps are still going to move all the way there to attack that. And hopefully for SyDe, it's figured out a little more how to play against Demon Hunter, guys, because I was at WCG a while back in Xi'an. SyDe was there. He had to play against Lowlight. I watched that game, and I think the Demon Hunter won the game by himself. He burnt every single little bit of mana that those undead heroes had. He killed the statues. He was running left and right. He was just winning the game on his own. It was pretty insane to watch, actually. Liquid Monk with a sub. Thank you very much. Welcome to you. How's it going, Monk? Demon Hunter gonna go for the first item here. You're always hoping for some sort of damage. Gets claws of attack. Gonna be pretty happy with that. And obviously from Undead here. I guess this is the one matchup where a lot of the time you're gonna be opening ghouls still. Later on you can go into Fiends if you want to. What's up, Batman West? And actually a lot of Wisps are moving out right now. Catches one of the Acolyte here. Demon Hunter harass will now begin, and from there it's going to be very hard for Undead to keep on creeping. Looks like, yeah, he went Death Coil first there, SyDe. Actually used some of those on the creeps. I think it's worth it, I guess, to be out of mana by the time the demon gets there, because then there's nothing to mana burn. One more Death Coil. Woo! -2, really, bro? You had to go for it. That's that's actually totally not worth for the demon. Obviously, the Acolyte is being chased around. He's showing off that new regeneration, that new move speed. Which if the demon goes there, it's not going to do much for him, to be honest. I don't see how the Demon Hunter is supposed to prevent Undead from doing this and getting level 2, but we'll see. Goes for the Acolyte. Remember, Demon Hunter getting level 2 is also pretty scary. And we got tech from both sides. The third Moonwell is already up. I'm surprised an Archer here actually went this deep, but I guess now that the Archer's got an HP buff, they are going to be quite a bit harder to kill in these situations. Demon here could get surrounded, and especially with no Wisps around, or like not that close, that would be very scary, so you want to be careful. Ooh, oh, and he's going to get it. And there's no Wisp nearby. If you have a Wisp here, you detonate, and a lot of times skeletons are going to set you free, like if they expire, but that is not the start you're hoping for here. Goes for another ghoul SyDe with some really great micro here, actually getting out of there. On time, even. And that means he can resume creeping quite easily. Ancient of Wonders already, by the way, for Starshaped. So he's already thinking about maybe grabbing something like a staff. Maybe using a couple of those Moonstones here. And we have the Graveyard on the way. So if SyDe wants to go into some Fiends very soon, he's also going to be able to do that. That's going to be level 2 here reached. Just a second. And Holy Aura's there. I think he wants to buy Dust, I guess. Gets Boots as well, wow. So I think he wants to go on the hunt. Doesn't quite want to creep any more than just after reaching level 2. Yeah, Regeneration Potion was already used here from the Demon Hunter. Sees that in the middle. It's gonna force the Death Knight back. I wonder what composition exactly Starshape's gonna go for. I mean, obviously he's gonna go lores, but does he get a ton of Dryads? Do we see him going to tier 3 with Bears? A Naga has entered the field now for side. So when you get a Naga like this, it's a pretty big commitment to try and kill some of the archers of your opponents. And Starshaped, because he was chased away from the center, can that escape actually? Oh, he does barely. He needs to buy his own second hero, which when you see a Naga, a lot of the time, you want to counter that with your own Naga, but he didn't have a unit there, so he sent a Wisp. Yeah, he gets a Naga as well. I like the mix of basically being aggressive to creeping here from side, you know? He went there, saw that he couldn't do any damage. He's not gonna be stubborn. He's not gonna attack here inside of buildings or inside of Moonwells where he will lose everything and not kill much. He says, alright, instead I'll just go and creep myself. Steals the item away here from Starshape and then gets out. So he's not gonna overstay either. Except for that ghoul, which was the very unlucky one that got ensnared. And Ring of Regeneration. It's definitely a pretty nice item to have taken away from the Demon Hunter and to have on the Death Knight. Luckily for side, he didn't go for that one. That would have been a little bit greedy and he would have been punished. I wonder, does Starshape look for him or does he go for the item? I think he might... An item for an item, guys. His item was stolen away on his side, he's gonna steal the one away from side. We already have the double lore. Those skeletons have been incredibly annoying. He gets Ring of Protection +4. And we got a replenishment potion here. Tier 3 well on the way. So usually when you go for this with the Naga second, you still want to grab a Lich third here from Undead. For the Orb, for Nova. You might actually just catch him. This is a bit weird to see like a little bit of a Undead hit squad here with Death Knight, Naga and one single ghoul kind of running around looking to snipe stuff. He's just gonna go for that item. Oh my god. They're both treasure hunting here. This is ridiculous. Starship actually has staff here. Yeah, it's not gonna wait any longer. Goes for the staff immediately. Greater healing, one of the best for sure here with greater mana I think to find on this camp. Starshape's gonna realize what happens. And you know what? If I was him, I'd run there and I'd steal that. You wanna take my item here, I'm gonna take yours. It's personal, even though it's not even the best thing you can do, because obviously this is way too far. That's a great way to use Undead on Noliara, which gives you speed, I think. The way SyDe has done this. Just running around, stealing items, staying outside of harm's way. Not taking any useless fights. And he's already got 2 Fiends. I saw Burrow on the way, I don't know if it completed or if he cancelled that, but we've now got a Lich on the way. Which obviously is gonna wanna get an orb on that. So we can actually target fire units properly. Humanhunter goes for another item here in the center, gets Boots of Quel'Thalas. Definitely one of the better items you can get there. I think Book of the Dead a lot of the time is going to be a sell because we're closing into the timing where there's going to be destroyers here very soon. Unless he wants to go now and maybe try and get a fight before that. I don't believe the destroyer update has started. There it is. And Frenzy, actually still goes Frenzy. Interesting. Greater Invuln, oh my god, the zeros have so much survivability. Ring of Regeneration, Potion of Invuln, Potion of Greater Healing. This is like maybe one of the worst timings for a Night Elf to fight here if he was to try and fight, because Lich is going to be there with Orb. And SyDe would be very happy to take that fight, I think. Even though that's a big mana burn. Ghouls. Just got Frenzy, I believe. Destroy upgrade is almost done, but not quite there yet. I don't know about this fight, Starshaped. I really don't. Even though start getting the Lich, Greater Invuln's gonna be transferred. Use that on time not to get mana burn one more time. Hopefully for him, I guess he'll want to get one more Nova in before getting burnt again. Naga is pretty much out of mana. Death Knight is out of mana. Fiend is getting pushed back. Destroyer is gonna be morphed. And that Naga is going to be a little exposed here. Transfers the invuln and uses it pretty much immediately. There is some rejuvenation available. Greater healing going to be popped on the Lich just on time. They've used every single item that both of them had here up to this point. Bear is going to die. But that means that the Naga gets saved by the staff. And Starshaped will be pushed back here for now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the 5. Who asked, will everyone going to switch to Warcraft 3 Reforged? No, I've said it many times. We're gonna go back to Warcraft 2 when Reforged comes out. So we'll see you there. I'll probably play Orc, because I heard they're better than the humans in this game. Double staff already available, by the way, for Starship, so you can save a lot of his units. SyDe feels confident enough to start an expo, by the way. Naga is 2.5. It's kind of weird because all of his heroes pretty much never really have any mana. I feel like this statue should be on mana like all the time. He's just getting more fins and more statues. I guess he's going to want to morph some destroyers, but yeah, this expo goes up really fast. Death Note brought a really good point earlier that this completes extremely quickly. Like, it's so strong to expand nowadays with Undead if you have any level of comfort in the game. Yeah, that wouldn't work. That's the perfect spot, by the way. Above the trees, can see everything coming, cannot really be caught either. Starshaped didn't go for any upgrades yet. But I guess as he closes into 50 supply, it's well worth to start at least the +1 attack, I would say. Maybe looking to try and go for one more item here. I think he's looking for side because he wants to fight. After reconsidering though. I mean, I think it's also okay to creep because you got rejuvenation, you can get some item. And also the Naga is regenerating his mana. Oh, he's has frozen arrow on. That shouldn't be on. Ring of protection +4. SyDe with the resub. Welcome back, dude. Yeah, that should have been out for sure. You want to save that for the fight. I even think that sometimes here you should turn off frozen arrow and then just try to use Forward Lightning a few more times. But yeah, he went Forward Lightning level 2, I think, right? It's so small for me on the other screen. It's actually really hard to see. Banishment potion. Destroy actually getting getting webbed or ensnared rather. No, webbed. That's webbed on this one. That's actually pretty useful for the Lich as well. Was already kind of low here. The Death Knight having to use so many coils pre-fight is a little bit annoying, but I guess you don't really expect to be able to use a ton of coils in the fight anyway. And SyDe now has Expo. Yeah, that was never gonna escape. Right there. Demon Hunter getting level 4 would be very nice for Starshaped, I think. Evasion here. Leveling up that a little more. It's always going to be very nice. And he broke upkeep, so he's now going to 54 supply. I think Starshaped doesn't realize there is an expo. He might just be about to check it, but I mean, there's already a nice tower there. Burrows... Wait, what? I think SyDe realized that he has an expo, and there's really no point for him in fighting here. And also, he was pretty much out of mana on... Oh, actually, the other heroes had mana. I guess the Death Knight didn't have any mana. He didn't want to lose Fiends. I kind of like that, to be honest. I think he's going to preserve his army count very nicely. He knows that Night Elf is up there, so he has a decent amount of time to work with. How is he going to use this time? I think he can do this camp easily, maybe even this one before coming back there and fighting if Night Elf was to head there, but... It's a very tough choice for Night Elf whether he should fight on Blight here, because it's very hard to fight against the Nerubian Tower, and also on Blight with the Undead Regeneration. And it feels like SyDe is really worried about an attack here. I mean, obviously, when you watch a game like this, you see the entire map. We definitely know he had time to do this. Which he's now gonna go for it. He does one more. Okay, no. When Ziggurat just finished, I guess. Going into 64 supply now. On the other side, we've got 56. 1-0 upgrades. This is big, by the way. Like, if you can get a really good item there. Medallion of Courage. Increases the strength and intelligence of the hero by 4 when worn. So it's gonna give Lich more mana regen, a bigger mana pool, and also more hit points. So it's Not bad, I think. Obviously there are better items you can find here, but SyDe comes back to try and defend the expansion. Demon Hunter gonna come straight in. Oh, actually Fort Lightning only hit a single bear. I thought he had Dust. It would have been nice to use Dust here to try and finish the bear. Mana burning the Death Knight to 0 mana there. Fort Lightning doing a ton of damage to those bears. Destroyer is going to work as well. One more of those is gonna fall. They are trading units like crazy. Yeah, Starshaped. He's got a TP on the Naga, and I think he's gonna have to use it here in a sec. Got worried that he might get nuked to death before that would happen. They trade one last Fiend for a Dryad. Wow, that was really unit for unit right there. And I feel like SyDe got a better after that. He got 55 supply. Starshaped has 41. A bear gets actually caught in the middle of the map here. Ooh! Staff seat at the last second. But yeah, just 1-0 grades here for the Night Elf. Undead is on 0-0, but he's got the bigger army and he's got the Tri-Hero, the nuke. The crazy nuke. Yeah, so he has to remake like a whole bunch of Acolytes. I don't know what this Death Knight is doing. He thinks he's a scout or something. He's gonna get burned before the fight. Oh my god, he starts the fight with 0 mana. And there's not a single mana potion. Starshaped was gonna go for the Lich, but I think he realized he could just kill the Fiends instead. Destroyer's gonna go down. The bears are always slow, that's the problem. Lich loses all of the mana that was on it. That was a disaster here, getting the Death Knight card like this. I can't believe that actually happened. And now Starshaped's on the chase. He wants blood. He wants to kill that one more abomination there. Where the hell are those bears going? They're like way ahead. Mana burns the Death Knight before there is the Death Coil again. He's got an invuln, but that's about it in terms of survivability. There is nothing left. No more consumables here for SyDe. There is an invuln on the Demon Hunter on the other side. And still the double staff. Element 86 with a sub. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Oh, that's going to be level 5 as well. Oh my god. This is very bad. Do you even go for mana burn level 3 here? Those zeros already don't have any mana. It feels like you should go for evasion. Yeah, he did go for mana burn level 3. I think having a wisp here at the lab would be amazing for him, for Starshaped, by the way, to kill these fiends. Desperate times, guys. SyDe pulls the ghouls. Ooh, that was saves as well. Oh my god, that was sick. So many last second saves with the staffs. Yeah, Demon's getting blocked now. Things are getting dicey. He's gonna try to rejuvenate and dodge the dispel. He doesn't quite do it. SyDe with some very nice movement here. As another bear is about to bite the dust. I'm surprised Starshaped played this aggressive here. It feels like SyDe was well ready to defend for the most part, even though he got caught here, which I feel almost cost him the game right there and then. Nem182 with the resub, welcome back. Excuse me. Phobos on fire with the resub as well, thank you very much, welcome back. Big thanks for the tournament, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure organizing this actually, like even though I've gotten a headache a couple times with a few things. It's definitely, I find it challenging, but also it feels very rewarding when it kind of all comes together and then you're just casting the game and enjoying your time. And I'm very much looking forward to the third place match tomorrow and the grand finals after tomorrow. I think it's going to be sick.
Players' forces are under attack.
4.5 on the Naga. I guess if there is no fight for a while, it's worth it to have a mana burn level 3 because then you're just gonna take out the entire mana pool of these heroes, even no matter how much they have, like very very quickly. I wonder if in the future we might see Demon Hunter using Invis Potion to coming in stealthily and then using mana burn on one of the heroes, but you can also do that. Go forward, mana burn, pull back, get rejuvenated. He's forced to use the invuln pretty early though. And those bears! Oh my god, dude, you need to... Oh, he has it! So he used the revelation. Yeah, those bears don't have mana for another rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter, so the Demon Hunter is actually a pretty dicey spot. Especially because that guy has a mana pot. And he's gonna have to go forward to actually mana burn the Death Knight. which I think will try and target the demon. Yeah, he was about to, I think. Abom taking a ton of damage. Uses the mana potion here aside, but then 150 mana gets taken away. Okay, so you absolutely needed mana burn level 3. I'm just surprised to see Night Elf go there and attack all the time. Like, why should it be the Night Elf that attacks into the undead? It's kind of like on Echo Isle, you know? Always feels like whoever attacks is going to be disadvantaged a lot of the time. So why would you be attacking? Then just trade, just camp, build the perfect army. Look, he attacks on Blight. Look what happens. Gets defended. And now, eventually, Undead's going to get some very high-level heroes that you don't want to see. Demon's trying to come back for the stuff. Was a little too far for it. And now Starshape. He's got 60 supply. Side has got 62. Only 1-0 upgrades. I think that's a big thing that's missing here. Is more attack upgrades. At least the +2. He can definitely afford it. He's got a few fiends, but they die fairly quick to bears here in good numbers. Okay, well that just hurts watching this. He's gonna get dust, I think, but he needs he needs invuln. That's more of a priority. Catches an Abom, but there is Disease Cloud. That's gonna hit everything and actually lower the hit points of the entire Night Elf army there. He needs to mana burn the Death Knight soon here. Destroyer's trying to run away. There's almost a Death Coil. He burns a statue instead. There's gonna be a Death Coil here in a second, guys. Okay, oh my god, 74. He burned that on 74. That was amazing. Another Dryad goes down. Death Knight gets level 5. That's gonna be a little bit more mana to work with. Fiends are gonna unburrow mid-fight here. The Dryads have pretty much evaporated. Destroyer getting targeted out. That means he's gonna be able to use Roar now. But he's lost so much of his army here. Demon Hunter. He's level 5.6, goes for the Lich. There is no mana on the Death Knight. He can transfer the invuln. He does that at the last second. Lich is almost level 4. Remo is somewhere appreciating this. Bear re-engages. That one gets coiled. And it feels like Starshape is running out of units a little quicker than his opponent. The Naga somehow was left untouched. I feel like that's the one you could have killed probably, because he can't get coiled. There must be a staff available. I don't know if he used that recently, but that demon's getting blocked out a ton. Actually has to pop the invuln. Rejuvenation is going to be key. Feels like that demon's supposed to get level 6 there eventually. He's actually out of mana. A demon is out of mana. Never thought I'd see the day. So now Starshaped. He kind of wishes he had Nature's Blessing, I'm sure, to move that a little bit quicker to a new base. Only the big creep here was done, right? I think. I don't actually know. Yeah, that demon, if it gets level 6, guys, this is gonna be a little scary for the undead. Who still on 0-0 upgrades, gets an invuln. Here we go again, guys. It feels like with double staff, this would be so much better by Starshape, by the way. I understand why Foggy does this now. Look, he would have just been able to staff it out and then staff it immediately back in. But now he's already used almost all of the Moonwells here. You need that one too, buddy. We're not sparing anything here. Acolyte's actually kind of going around. I guess, yeah, the main did mine out here. SyDe is closing into... Actually, he's only got 60. I thought he had more. Why is he not getting Nature's Blessing? And why is Starshape attacking all the time? I would just expand. Honestly, I would just expand here. Screw this. You wanna camp? I'll take double the expo. Just make a couple of guard towers, you know, like triple workshop. Make a bunch of tanks. Level 544 for the undead. Wait, is that triple invuln? No, he's got double invuln. On the Naga, on the Lich. He's gonna finish the crypts over here. That Demon Hunter is sick. Plus 26 damage. Holy moly. He's actually gonna come in from behind. We have a TP for undead, but I think he might just take the fight anyway. And remember, if something staff, he's gonna staff right next to this. So this could be very bad for Night Elf. Destroyers get morphed. And there's no TP for Starshaped. I would say the Naga in particular. Could get nuked very fast here. Yeah, well, there it is. He's gonna have to staff it, but it's right there. Going all the way home here would be very tricky. He needs to have a bear nearby, but his bears are expiring very quickly. Where's the Naga? He's coming in from behind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that was somewhat predictable. So now he transforms the demon. I think if I'm sad, I just maybe TP out or run away. Yeah, I think he's gonna TP out in a sec. Maybe try and kill as much as he can before that. I like that the Demon Hunter is not going crazy after the heroes. I think he knows he wouldn't be able to get them anyway. Yeah, he doesn't have an army. It's just a Demon Hunter. It's a lot less scary when that guy is pretty much on his own. And SyDe is expanding there now. All of a sudden, it feels like this was supposed to be Starshape's base, but that Naga being too far at the front and having to staff. He didn't have any Moonwells anyway, to be honest, even if he had staff there, but it feels like he should have been at the back of the army, because it died with quite a bit of mana that he... I mean, if it had been working with it. And Demon Hunter getting targeted! Can you get the Dispel? Yes! Oh my god, SyDe has been so on point with those Dispels on the Rejuvenation. One last coil will do it. And SyDe goes up 1-0.